Hello, everyone. We are the Dad's Picking Daisies podcast. This is the first episode of what we hope is many to come. I am Justin with my co-host Trent, and we are just two dads on the adventure of life. With I'd have two young ones, and Trent has two young ones, and we have some crazy adventures and some funny anecdotes from our daily life with them. So we figured we'd share that with our family, our friends, and anybody willing to listen. And hopefully, at the end of the day, it provides other dads, other parents with a little bit of a laugh, because I think we all know that at the end of the day, if we couldn't laugh about our daily adventures with our children and the headaches and the emotions that they cause, I think we'd all go insane. So we thought we would put this together and talk about all of our funny adventures with them on a daily basis.
And you call them funny, I call them chaos. I'm with you, though. I think we could all use a good laugh. I think it would go a long way just hearing somebody else complain about it.
It's good chaos. It's definitely good chaos. Some days it could be mediocre chaos, but I think for the most part, it's good chaos on a daily basis.
Definitely good. Definitely good. Well, are we ready for our first Daisy? What do you got for us?
I think we are. What's the topic you want to broach today of the daily adventures with the kiddos?
Let's see. What is your least favorite food habit from your little ones?
Ooh, that's a quality one. Vicky and I talk about this all the time. Now, let me preface this by saying I feel very fortunate with our two little ones. They're not as picky as I think other kids are that we're exposed to. You know, they do try a decent amount of things, especially if we're out and about. They will try different things. So I think we're fortunate in that end, because I see, just being out and not even people that we know, but people we see out and everything, very picky eaters. Now, we don't explore a lot of different foods, but they will try, and if they don't like, we can move on from there. However, there are some things that they do when they eat that are completely repulsive, and I have actually changed a personal eating habit because of this. And the biggest thing I always talk to Vicky about is their use of ketchup is disgusting. It goes on everything. And we could be having chicken nuggets, fries, and fruit for dinner, and the only thing that is getting used with the ketchup is the fruit and their fingers. My son Knox loves to use his spoon and just eat ketchup straight. It's very Big Daddy-esque, with little Frankenstein eating the 47 packets of ketchup. And I gotta be honest, I have not eaten a lot of ketchup in the last 4 years. So Ken's is 4 and Knox is 2. So he's worse at it. However, she's getting there. It's just it's not, especially if we're at a restaurant and they start doing it, and the waitress will come by, then I just start laughing. But it's so gross. It's sitting there and I'm eating, and just looking at it is just awful. And I gotta say, like I said, I stopped eating ketchup. I can't do it anymore. It's just so disgusting to see what they put it on. And it's anything. I could see, okay, cheeseburger, hot dog, French fries, the normal stuff is fine. But when you start dipping pizza, grapes, I know, granted, pizza technically has no shade of ketchup, if you want to talk about it that way, but you shouldn't be dipping pizza in ketchup. Grapes should not go in ketchup. Apples, bananas
every day.
It's just not good. So yeah, I don't know if your kids do the dipping of things, but there's some stuff I don't mind. Some stuff, some of their random food habits, I can kind of get on board with. The other day, Ken's came home and said she had a chicken sandwich at school and had applesauce on it. Wouldn't be my favorite. Wouldn't be my favorite, but I could see how maybe it would taste okay. But other than that, it's disgusting. The ketchup, because the stuff that they should eat it with, they don't. And like I said, you sit by them at dinner, they have the chicken nuggets, fries, and it's called grapes. With that, that'll be fruit of the night. And the ketchup gets eaten with their fingers and grapes. And I gotta be honest with you, it's disgusting. It is just disgusting. So you might have a different experience, but that is one that gets me on a daily basis almost, because they like to eat chicken nuggets. So it's kind of there. We go through a lot of ketchup because it's, like I said, it's bad. And I switched to mostly barbecue sauce as my condiment.
There you go. I was going to ask you if you got turned into a ranch guy.
Not as much. Vicky's a big ranch girl. And I would say since we started, like since we were dating and then married and everything over the years, I've tried it more. I'm still not like a huge ranch guy.
Yeah.
If I have wings or anything, ranch isn't my first go-to. Usually if it's wings, I mean, I'm good with the sauce that they put it on. Or like some blue cheese. Not all the time. I'm not big on the dipping in the wings, which is kind of a little weird on my end, I guess. But it's not dipping them in ketchup. It's not dipping in buffalo wing in ketchup. So so I would say more so barbecue sauce has replaced the ketchup in my life, because like I said, I can't eat it. I can't eat it. And every time they ask for it, I'll even, if I know that they're eating chicken nuggets or a cheeseburger or something, I will kind of shy away from bringing out the ketchup sometimes until they ask for it. And it's a huge win if they go through dinner without asking for it, because I can't watch it. It's bad. So it's not good. I mean, and you've seen it. We've gone out with the kids, and we've been together with the kids and everything, and and you wouldn't go through a lot of dip. Exactly, and if they like it, fine. If they like something, as I do, if the kids enjoy something or part of a routine of whether that be a nighttime routine or an eating routine, let them go, run with it. So you just got to run with it sometimes, but
just make sure they wash their hands first and don't put it on the carpet.
It's not even like, we don't even get to the point of like washing our hands, because they lick it off their fingers after they've eaten spoonfuls of it with their chicken nuggets and with their...
I mean, before dinner starts. Make sure you wash their hands.
That's a lost cause. We're well past that. I mean, we tried when they come inside from playing and everything. They definitely wash their hands
in front of the sink.
I just wish they would stop eating ketchup the way that they do.
And just take it out of the house.
Yeah, I mean, they do like some other stuff too. They like really got in this summer. They really got into pickles, like just straight out of the jar. It's not that weird, but like for a 4-year-old and a 2.5-year-old, just to go to town on the pickle slices, and they eat it like how like if you had a chunk of watermelon on the rind.
Oh yeah,
and you kind of eat it like that, like kind of like a triangle.
They don't eat
pizza.
The skin.
That's how they'll. Yeah, no, they don't eat the skin, so they just bite it off the skin, and it's whatever. If it could be worse.
Yeah,
it could definitely
be
worse.
Are you gonna lose those pickle skins under your couch? Or you gotta get put in the trash?
Oh God, no. No, there's just stuff like that we monitor pretty good. Just because you can't be losing
pickle juice all over the couch.
Like, no, it's disgusting. And they want to grab it on. They put their whole hand in there, and then like their hand smelling pickles for the rest of the night. It's so
Oh yeah.
I would definitely say the pickles and the ketchup are two
Yeah.
things that just give me one. I'm not really like huge into pickles, so
Oh,
um
okay.
the fact that they just like house them and like going to Chick-fil-A, they love it,
Oh, for
because
sure.
they're on every sandwich. But and then the use of ketchup is
Yeah.
just repulsive.
Yeah.
It's not
I
to
was gonna say
say
the same thing.
love them to death, but it's repulsive. It's
Yeah.
just what about you?
Yeah.
What do the girls do that is just is a no-go in your mind?
It's the very little amount of food in their hand that actually makes it into the dip, and the rest of it is just on
Yep.
their fingers. And then
And it's
there's
every
there's
dip,
just no
right?
point. Every dip,
And
every dip.
every dip.
We don't
It's
we don't
like
have a lot of ranch in our house. Chelsea doesn't eat ranch at all, so we don't
okay.
even buy it. So
Okay.
they get
So
they get
what are
barbecue
what
sauce,
are our
honey
choices?
mustard. We got regular honey mustard and honey barbecue, and
Okay.
ketchup, of course.
Yeah, I mean, I can get behind like the barbecue sauce one. I think barbecue sauce is a great condiment. Total side
Yeah,
conversation. But yeah, it's amazing, right? It's like they're eating their
it's
hands.
my go-to.
Yeah. Do
Yeah.
they and they scoop it out, right?
Oh, it's just awful. It's just awful. Like half a potato and four fingers.
Oh. And
Oh,
I mean, I think to a certain point, like some stuff is okay to do that with, right? Like if you want to grab a handful of salsa with like a chip,
oh yeah,
okay,
for sure.
fine. That's golden. That's acceptable. But if you want to go to a restaurant, you get the little aluminum saucer, and you get like a handful of honey mustard or whatever other sauce that they give you, and
Yeah,
three-quarters of a French fry. Um, you know, that's not
it's
that's
their
not
sauce now. It's
acceptable.
not yours anymore.
And that's the thing too. I mean, I think we're both past the whole jury issue with the kids
Oh yeah,
because when you have kids, it's kind of any healthy germaphobe type deal
yeah,
is kind of out the door. There's really nothing you can do about it. But it's just disgusting to watch them put their full hand in their mouth and then back to
yeah.
the sauce. I feel like there could be the whole. Do you remember from back in the day the Seinfeld double dip episode where George is double dipping the chip? Like it would
Yeah,
repulse these people so much to watch a
yeah.
kid eat. It's so bad.
And,
But
uh,
what's the worst condiment though for
oh,
you
the
guys?
worst condiment.
Yeah.
It's got to be ranch or ketchup.
Okay.
Just because ranch, the smell of ranch on their hands lingers,
Yeah. And
but
yeah, I'm not a
ketchup is
big
just like goop.
ketchup
Just
stains too. Like then they did it all
yeah,
over
it
their
does.
clothes and it stains. So
Yeah,
ketchup, it's like the double whammy.
yeah.
You can't clean it up. I mean,
It
let me
never
ask you
goes away.
this.
It haunts you
Eh,
forever.
Let me ask you this. Going off of condiment choices. Have either of your kids at a restaurant? You know the little containers of butter that they give, and you kind of unwrap them. Almost like breakfast places.
Yeah,
You probably know where I'm going with this, but have they ever just gone to town on one, like started eating it
oh
right out of the container?
yeah, several. Like if we go to a restaurant that has a butter dish, that's getting
It
fingers in it.
it's bad, and I
Yeah,
think that is even worse than like a normal condiment, right? Because the ketchup's meant to be eaten. Ranch, whether we like it or not, is meant to be eaten. And butter is also, but butter's to be, spread on a piece of bread or
yeah. I
put on a
mean,
mashed potato or something, not like just eating a stick of butter, like a Snickers bar is,
it's just a different
ugh.
vehicle. Instead of a potato or a
Yeah,
piece of toast, you're using your finger.
but it's usually
It's all
melted,
going to the same
right?
place.
Like
It much better melted, but we are butter
melted butter
connoisseurs.
is
They
so
are
much
learning.
better than melted butter, like, okay, if you want to like load
Yeah.
something up with melted butter, I think both of our kids probably went through the pasta days of
Oh yeah. Yeah.
eating pasta all the way. Like Ken's is still in that stage. It's like every third or fourth night she wants pasta, which
Yeah.
there's there's these like bags of like pre-made pasta that you can get at the grocery store, which are phenomenal. You just pop it in for
Yeah.
like a minute and it's like 2 servings.
Oh, we're gonna have to talk
So
about
we
those.
yeah, what's the whatever the blue bag, the blue Barilla, I think it
Yeah. Yeah.
is the brand, and they sell like 4 different types of noodles, and you could just you throw it in the microwave for a minute and it's done. Kids love it,
Nice.
and then
Yeah.
it's like nice because you don't have to cook, a whole thing of pasta. You get the
Yeah.
2 servings, and the kids usually split it.
And then you're
Which is
gonna have leftovers for 2 days, and
which is another thing too. I think with the kids that we can kind of like talk about is they get in these favorite foods,
yeah,
and it's like a week straight.
yeah,
And
cheeseburgers every single day. Like,
see, that's not bad.
no, it's pretty good.
That's not
But there's a
bad.
lot of ketchup involved.
This is true. It always comes back to the ketchup
Yeah.
issue.
Yeah.
But like, so are you making the cheeseburgers? Are you going out for cheeseburgers? What's the cheeseburger deal about?
Probably like 60-40 out to get them.
Okay,
Like,
that's not
yeah.
bad.
Yeah.
And do they have a favorite out cheeseburger
No, they don't care.
besides the ones you make?
No.
Just
It gets,
if it comes with a little
yeah.
Happy Meal box, they're good.
yeah, they're taking it apart anyways, eating it one layer at a time.
I think the repetition of a meal becomes repulsive at a certain
Yeah.
point also.
Yeah.
You can only, even as an adult, I mean, I have a favorite meal. I think everybody has a favorite meal. What's your favorite meal?
Oh, I don't know. I got a lot of favorite
Just,
meals.
nothing comes to mind right off the bat.
I
Come on
mean,
now.
I'd go steak and potatoes probably. I
Okay.
could just eat it every day. Any
Okay.
kind of potato.
All right.
Uh,
That's
And I think
fair enough.
one of my kids could live on that.
You could be like what's that Matt Damon movie, The Martian, where he's living off the potatoes
Oh yeah, he
for
grows his
like
own
2 years.
potatoes.
Yeah. Yeah,
I don't think that's allowed in my HOA.
yeah, I wouldn't grow that many potatoes down in Mallory Park. But like going back to the repetition of meals, you got to get sick of it. I mean, I think there's maybe one meal that I can probably eat for, I would say, 2 weeks straight and not get sick of it. But the kids, it's like nonstop, like Ken's through a pasta phase every night,
Yeah,
just every night, and then PB and J,
same exact sauce
which
every night.
no
Red
sauce,
sauce every time.
no
Oh, no
no
sauce,
sauce,
just butter.
no butter, just grated
Ooh.
Parmesan cheese, plain
Okay.
noodles,
All right.
no butter, grated Parmesan cheese
I can
out of
get
the
behind
little
that.
like the shaker pre-made bottle.
I mean,
Um,
I'd hit it with a little
and
pepper, but
yeah, I don't know exactly how healthy that is, but it could be
Not.
worse.
yeah,
It definitely could be worse. She's not eating like hot dogs every night, which is definitely not
Yeah.
good for you.
definitely not good for you.
But like,
I think
the
you got to look at the
repetitive nature.
alternative.
I agree.
You know?
I agree. And speaking
what-
of like the alternative, the kids, like one of their best good habits, and I think you and I have talked about this before too, is they eat a lot of fruit,
Yeah,
which is good, which is a great
Yeah.
thing, but fruit's expensive.
it's expensive. I buy in strawberries and grapes and bananas every single time we go to the store, and
Yeah, we
just
go
go
like,
through it.
yeah, we go at least once on the weekend. Usually Sunday is our grocery shopping day. I guess like
Yep.
just get food for the week, and then probably on Wednesday or Thursday, you gotta hit the fruit again.
Yeah,
Because like, and then like, one container of raspberries, that's going in a day.
yeah,
And
I mean-
unless you get the Costco big one, but then
right.
there's
I could
there's
snack
that.
on a thing of blueberries for lunch, and it'd be gone.
Yeah,
that's $5.
I mean, exactly. And then there's like the pre-cut stuff that you can get. The kids love it,
Oh yeah,
but it also goes bad quicker, I feel.
yeah.
Some of the
Don't
stuff
watch
goes
that
bad
Netflix
quicker.
documentary.
Which one is that?
I don't remember the name of it, but it's about foodborne diseases.
Oh, lovely.
Or yeah, like E. coli, I think.
Okay.
Or like bacteria that's on food that causes people to get real sick.
Okay. I'm
And
sure. Yeah.
cut fruit and cut vegetables is like one of the highest.
Really.
Yeah.
That's good to know. Might have to change
Just
up my buying habits.
more more hands involved,
That's true. That is
in
very
the
true.
process.
That's yeah. That's definitely true.
And
But
then it's
I mean, there's
harder to keep it fresh.
this is yeah. That's a good point. I didn't really think about it that way.
But
But I
at
think,
least they're eating fruit though.
exactly. Like they can eat all
Yes.
the fruit and vegetables that they want.
Yeah.
That kind of gets a little weird at a certain point too. It's like they can eat like one fruit every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, and like it's cantaloupe, honeydew, watermelon, strawberries, bananas, we got grapes, raspberries, and blueberries. And we've been on a mango kick lately,
Okay. I was gonna
which
ask, do you guys ever get kiwi?
we have.
Yeah.
We haven't since Knox was born. So when Ken's was younger, she ate a lot of kiwi, but
Yeah.
then it started messing with her stomach.
Yeah.
It was like she wasn't able to like digest it well enough or anything. So
Maybe it's too much fiber.
yeah, something. So we've
Something.
kind of we've erred on the side of caution, I
Yeah.
would say, when
Yeah.
it comes to kiwi. What are your guys' go-to fruits? What's the favorite
Go-tos, the clementines or the cuties, the little oranges, and
oh yeah.
bananas and apples. We'll mix in strawberries every now and then, but we end up just eating them ourselves. They
I
won't
feel
go
like
through
the,
a whole
like
package.
strawberries are hit or miss when we buy them.
Yeah.
They're really good or they're
Yeah.
not very good and they go
Really
bad pretty
sour.
quickly. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then if some of the stuff goes bad too quickly, that's why you kind of stay away from like the Costco's just
Yeah.
because
It's just too
the
much.
kids eat it. The kids eat it, but it's even at that point, it's way too much.
Yeah.
But the eating habits are they're they're definitely interesting.
It's
I
a
will
roller
say
coaster.
that
Yeah.
it is. It definitely is a roller coaster because you start off with the whole they're born with like the milk and that whole phase, and then you get into like the purees, which some of those purees were pretty tasty. I had tried
Yeah,
them.
for sure. The little
Like
pouches.
the jar food. Yeah, the pouches were great. The tropical
Yeah.
ones were always the best.
Oh
And
yeah.
then they go into one of their worst food habits that I fully support and kind of join them. There used to be the puffs and like the little yogis. They like
Okay.
dissolve in
Yeah.
your mouth when they're in
Yeah.
teeth. Those the yogurt ones.
The
Those
yogurt ones were awesome.
delightful.
Yeah.
I
Because anything
and
that's like that for us is too sweet.
Exactly. Yeah. So there's less sugar in them and everything,
Yeah.
which is awesome. But they're pretty tasty. I would
Yeah.
occasionally, not occasionally, all the time, find
All the
myself
time. For sure.
find
Yeah.
myself snacking on them. But they were tasty. So then you
Yeah.
get through that, and then after the purees, they start eating like regular food. It's awesome because then you can start like trying different things.
Everything.
And it's great.
Broccoli, avocado. Yeah, we would go
Yeah.
through like a bag of avocados a week.
Did you ever try pureeing like meat, like a chicken breast or anything?
No, I did not do that.
So funny story.
Uh-oh.
We tried. So Vicky and I, she wanted the puree machine, whatever it was called. I think a baby Preza or something.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
And we tried pureeing our own stuff for a while, which it was fine. Some things puree better, I think, on your own rather than if you go to a store. Like I think like vegetables. So take like peas and green beans for an example. If you try to do it on your own, it gets very like chunky. Whereas if you go to a store, whatever they do, it's more pureed. It's a little less disgusting to eat if you're a kid.
I tried to do peas. It was rough.
Yeah, it doesn't turn out well because I think like I don't know how they do it, but they must puree the skin even more than what you and I could be capable of. But we did mangoes. Mangoes turned out good. Making applesauce is easy. And then the one time Vicky's like, "Oh, I want to get them exposed to meat," and she pureed chicken breast, and it came out. It came out, and I looked at her and I said, "You can't feed that to kittens." It was it was almost like a concrete paste. Like, you know, if you're like patching drywall and you have like a tackier, grittier paste that you're using, it was almost like that. And I didn't even try it. I wouldn't try it. I tried the other stuff. I mean, it's just pureed food. It's nothing.
Oh,
it's not bad at all.
Got to mix in some broth.
No, we did.
Not an improvement.
We did. We mixed some form of liquid in there, and it was terrible. It just looked so bad. It smelled so bad, and
I can't imagine the smell. Oof.
It was like, because you boil the chicken breast and then you throw it in with some water in the blender, and voila, it's disgusting. So any expecting parents that will ever listen to this, I don't know if there is any. I know a couple of my friends are, but if they ever listen to it, don't ever try to curate meat, because it's disgusting. It just looks bad. It smells bad, and there's really no reason to feed that to your kid. just chop up a chicken nugget real small, like the chicken nuggets you get from any frozen chicken, and put it in the microwave, get something off. Just kind of.
Oh yeah, it might as well be chicken puree.
Yeah, it would definitely do the job. But yeah, I think the main thing is they just surprise you, right? In their eating habits, is there's good things, right? There's good things like all the fruit and everything, and then there's bad things like that we talked about that are just disgust you as a parent. You have to like look back at it and just have nightmares about it sometimes.
So I definitely think we're not pureeing any chicken anytime soon.
Well, you don't have any newborns anymore.
No.
So you're in the clear on that end. I would hope, but yeah, it's not mangoes. I mean, mangoes are easy, fruit's easy. But yeah, I would err on the side of caution when attempting or having somebody attempt to puree any type of meat, because I think chicken would be your best bet. But as I've said, it does not turn out well, and it is disgusting.
I think I would also add, wait as long as you can to introduce any kind of dip. Save the ketchup for later.
But it's hard. It's hard to do that, because
we eat so much more.
Yeah, and we exposed our kids to, I would say, going to a restaurant very early. Like even before they were eating regular food, right? So they would see the dishes come out with a side, and you don't think they notice things, but they do. They definitely notice things. And so, for them to just realize that and then put it together as they grow up and they start getting in, they try it and they like it. It's fine. It's great. And they like it. It's fine. But yeah, it's hard to keep them away from the condiments.
Well, what would you rather lose, condiments or dessert?
But
my kids ask for ice cream every day.
Yeah, but that's a simple no. I mean, you get a little like, aggressiveness from them after, but like it's not in front of them. So, and you could get healthier ice cream.
Yeah,
I think I could go without the condiments.
Yeah,
if they want to eat ice cream every day, okay. If you find like a healthy version of the ice cream,
I don't know if I would survive if there wasn't ice cream in the house.
Yeah, no, exactly. I would never give up ice cream. They ask for a decent amount. We kind of try to limit it, but also they're not getting a Kilwin scoop. They're getting an actual kid scoop.
Get them in the habit of eating ice cream at home. Just save a bunch of money.
Exactly. To buy a tub. but then I end
Yeah.
up eating. So it's, it goes pretty fast.
It doesn't last long here either.
No, no, and it never
No.
does. The desserts never last long. Those are the good ones to hit after a long day, especially after the craziness of the kids.
Yeah.
Well, do you have any other mind blowing food things you want to share, or
No,
should we kind
no,
of?
I think we hit the big one for sure. The excess amounts of ketchup.
Yeah, it's bad. It's really bad. I hope to one day be able to eat ketchup again, but we'll see where
Yeah,
that goes.
I hope you can too, but barbecue's not a bad choice.
No, 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 no. Barbecue is a good choice. So we'll stick to the barbecue sauce and hopefully they can lower the load of ketchup in their daily lives.
Ah, there you go. They'll develop a better palate as they age. So hope they'll be on barbecue
Yeah,
sauce too.
exactly,
Yeah.
exactly.
All right, man. I
Uh,
gotta head to Ace. You need anything?
Ace, what I need a lot of stuff because
Yeah.
we just moved into our new house.
Yeah.
A lot of hanging stuff and everything. Could use a toilet
Okay.
plunger. I need
Okay.
one of those if you're offering. But
Yeah.
yeah, off to
I'll
Ace.
send you a plunger.
So I
I'll
appreciate we
fly
need
out
one.
there with it.
We definitely need one.
Yeah.
We do definitely need one. So,
Oh
but
man.
I think we covered it pretty good with the kids, and I think a final thought of the day is, when they're in their realm of exploring new food choices, sometimes you just gotta roll with it. And there's nothing myself, Trent, or anybody else can tell them to eat a condiment a certain way, or they can't eat pasta, cheeseburgers every day. So sometimes you just gotta roll with it because when they're
Yeah.
happy, it makes the day a little bit better. And no use in starting a war over some ketchup, right?
That's absolutely right. We don't need meltdowns in restaurants over ketchup.
Exactly. So, with that, I think, next time we'll explore a different adventure or a different event that we find kind of intriguing in dealing with our kids, and hope to provide a few more laughs and a few more stories from our life. But with that, I think we will say see you next week, and looking forward to doing this a few more times, and we'll have some funny topics to explore. If that's okay with you, Trent.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it, man.
All right, well,
Yeah,
let's
we'll
wrap
see you
this
next
up. You
time.
can go to Ace, and we'll see you next time.
See you later.